guys, Emily here, bringing you some stretches for some leg relief and lower back relief. Everything is going to be up against the wall. I'm going to go through the postures, the poses a little bit more quickly, but I do suggest holding each pose for about 10 to 15 nice, really long breaths. So you're in the poses for a couple minutes. We'll get started. So try to get those hips as close to the wall as you can. The legs are going to come up the wall, and you're going to hold those legs up against the wall to begin with for, again, those 10 to 15 nice long breaths, just to start to get that blood moving down the legs. While we're here with those feet up, we can point and flex the feet, kind of find some maybe rock side to side, activating through the feet, so pointing the toes towards the ground and then pointing them upwards, maybe some circles for the ankles, just to find some movement there. And then you're going to start to find those stretches. So first we're going to pull the knee into the chest, maybe stamp that foot up against the wall and just kind of hold here for a moment. That lower back is going to press its way down into the ground. So the belly is going to hug in. We're going to find length throughout the spine from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. And just hold here and breathe. Again, holding for about 10 to 15 breaths, but I'm going to move a little bit more quickly just to fit all this into the video. And then we're going to work that knee out. We're going to work the knee in. So we're going to find some activation for these poses. The more movement you find, kind of the more release you're going to find. So maybe just those little micro movements side to side, maybe a little bit bigger, kind of rocking the knee out to the side, pulling it back in, being mindful again of that foot. So keep the foot active. It's going to help protect that kneecap. And then we're going to work to find a nice little half happy baby. So that upper leg can stay up against the wall. You don't have to find activation through the lifted leg, but keep the activation throughout the leg that you're finding that movement. And then again, maybe rocking the foot up and down, maybe kind of moving the knee side to side, finding some release for the hips. Again, pressing that lower back down. And then we're going to work to extend. So I'm working with my left leg, just so you guys can kind of see. You can start with the right, you can start with the left, doesn't really matter. And we're just going to work to pull the lifted leg in. So my left leg, I'm going to pull it in, and then I'm going to kind of let it bounce back. So pulling in, finding the bounce, pulling in and bouncing. And you're going to do that again. Keep holding the breath, keep breathing, taking your time here. So being nice and patient with yourself in these poses throughout this little practice, taking your time. And then we're going to work to parallel that left foot to my right shoulder. So we're going to pull it over to the right. That left leg might want to pull up, pull it back down. That's going to activate that stretch all along the side of the left leg. And those toes are still going to want to creep their way down to my right shoulder. So really keeping that foot nice and flexed, nice and active. And then again, maybe rocking forward, letting it bounce back. So that's going to find even more movement throughout the side of that left leg. All right, and we're going to bring it back, and we're going to bring that left leg back up against the wall. And then we're going to touch the soles of the feet together, let the knees come out to the sides. So starting to find the opening through the hips. Again, movement. So rocking side to side. And breathing. Ooh, don't forget to breathe. All right, and we're going to extend those legs back up the wall. You might need to creep those hips away, maybe an inch, maybe 2 inches, depending on how tight your hips are. And we're going to pull the right knee in. We're going to rock it side to side. Sorry, I'm working with my left knee, so we're working with the left. And then we're going to cradle the left leg out. So my left foot is going to come into my right hand. And then my left hand is going to work that left leg, that left knee kind of side to side. Again, protect the kneecap. So keep the left foot flexed. Keep the left foot active. Keep the activation throughout the body. We're just trying to open up that left hip. And then we're going to drop that left ankle over the right knee. We're going to bend into that right knee. So this is that figure 4 shape that you can find while you're on your backs. We're using that wall as a nice tool here. So the more sensation you want, the more that right foot is going to creep its way down the wall. So I'm really feeling it throughout that left hip right now. If this ever gets to be too much, you can just kind of start to creep that right foot back up the wall. So helping to maybe release out some tension in the left hip. And again, being mindful, the left foot is still really active, nice and flexed. And you can even find more activation through that right foot. So flexing through the right foot, heel presses into the wall, toes pull away. Also being mindful, tailbone presses down. So it might creep up. Work to find that length. So press your tailbone down, hug the lower belly in, keep the spine nice and straight. We still want to find that length from, again, the tailbone to the crown of the head. So gentle tuck of that chin into the chest. Again, holding here and breathing. And while you hold these poses, again, that movement might feel really, really nice. I know it's really good for some sciatica pain, so for the legs. So finding the movement, kind of rocking the hip side to side. Again, I'm just kind of working through these a little bit more quickly. So holding these for a couple minutes. Nice long deep breaths. All right, and then we're just gonna release it out. So both legs again up the wall, kind of shaking them out, finding that release. Scooching those hips back in nice and close. And then again, soles come closer together. And so kind of same thoughts as if we were sitting upright. So the closer the heels are in, the more sensation you're going to feel. So if it's a lot, heels can kind of creep their way up the wall a little bit. And again, rocking side to side. And then stamping both feet up against the wall. Tailbone is down, knees kind of hug in. And again, maybe you find movement rocking side to side. And then before we make our way to the other side, we're again going to extend those legs up the wall, holding a couple minutes, really long, deep breaths. And then when you're ready, you're just going to find all of those movements on the other side. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that helps you find some release for the legs, for the lower back. It's great after a long run, long walk, a leg day. Great for sciatica pain. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you